Sweet Dreamer and Nightmare, and the power of positive thinking. Sweet Dreamer and Nightmare, two cats born to fight over which one was wrong and which one was right. It was Sweet Dreamer's job to give kittens a sweet dream, to make them feel special and be part of the team. It was Nightmare's job to keep kittens in fear. How he would scare them was never quite clear. He is one scary cat who is full of surprises. He would reveal himself in all shapes and all sizes. And if a dreamer was having way too much fun, Nightmare made certain their adventure was done. Sweet Dreamer challenged Nightmare to pick on cats his own size and to stop scaring kittens who couldn't see past his lies. She decided to dare Nightmare, as she pointed to a kitty, to try and scare David, the brightest cat in the city. David was a cool cat and not the least bit shy, but Nightmare was certain he could get him to cry. Nightmare became a spider in dream number 1, with 8 legs and 4 eyes that glared like the sun. As David opened the door and turned on the light, he knew there was something that just wasn't right. David said, "Take your time. I can wait to take a shower. I'm not going to school for at least another hour." Nightmare expected David to run away in fright, but instead it appeared that he would have a long night. Nightmare turned to a werewolf in dream number 2, as he jumped on the window and tried to break through. David paused the movie as he looked outside. They say Bigfoot was fake. Does this mean they lied? "It's just a poor dog," David said. "Would you like something yummy? Here you go, my best friend. Want some food for your tummy?" Nightmare was getting really upset and didn't think this was funny. And the worst part of it all, he was not even that hungry. Nightmare appeared from thin air into dream number 3 as a vampire by his bed who looked really thirsty. Nightmare woke David up from a dream within a dream. He thought for sure this time he could get David to scream. "I see you're in need," David said, "but it's really late. If you wait until morning, I would gladly donate." Nightmare was having trouble raising David's heart rate. A more exciting dream he would have to create. David was in his classroom during dream number 4. All the cats were now zombies, and they looked really sore. Nightmare jumped on his desk and gave out a great roar, but David wasn't scared as he ran for the door. David said, "This is great. Nobody left to obey. And with no more worries, it feels like recess all day." Nightmare really didn't feel like going on a run. He was being serious and not here to have fun. Aliens were landing in dream number 5. David always wondered if they would arrive. All the cats in the world they had to abduct for a super space highway they had to construct. "It's about time," David said. "Now take me away. I cannot wait to see the video games you play." Nightmare was upset. He was getting furious. How do you scare a cat who is so curious? Inside David's last dream, dream number 6, Nightmare tossed around rocks, houses, and sticks. Nightmare was acting especially mean. He was the first tornado David had seen. David said, "This is neat. What a fantastic delight. Now is a perfect time to fly my fancy new kite." This was a dream battle Nightmare couldn't fight, but he refused to quit and call it a night. Nightmare couldn't scare David well inside his head, so he snuck into his room in real life instead. Nightmare was cheating and playing unfair. He did what it took to get a good scare. Trapped inside David's dream catcher, Nightmare found himself stuck. When it came to scaring David, he would have no such luck.